With the NBA draft only being a few days away, NBA teams are working overtime to ensure they select the right young talent come November 18th. Every organization wants to draft the next LeBron James, but are afraid they'll end up with the next Adam Morrison. With great scouting and a sprinkle of luck, you can avoid the latter. In each NBA draft, there are hidden gems or sleeper picks, players who are overlooked for whatever reason and turn out to be stars or stars in the making. Think Stephen Curry, or more recently Tyler Herro. Many analysts don't want us to be excited about this draft, but I got a list of 5 slept-on players with star potential.
But before we get into the video, I just want to remind you guys to drop a like, leave a comment, and also don't forget to subscribe.
To kick things off, we're going to talk about a player who currently ranks number 12 in ESPN's mock draft. Despite the best player on his college team playing only 3 games, this player still managed somehow to lead his team to a 21-10 overall record on the season. I'm talking about Memphis forward Precious Achiuwa. Precious has an amazing physical profile that is very identical to Miami Heat All-Star Bam Adebayo. He is 6'9" with a 7'2" wingspan and a 9'2" standing reach. Precious is one of the most athletic players in this year's draft. His package of length, speed, and explosiveness has allowed him to score a respectable 15.8 points per game while bringing in 10.8 rebounds. Achiuwa can do a little bit of everything on the offensive end. He can shoot the 3, take mismatches off the dribble, catch a lob, and he also attacks the glass. But to be honest, I don't care much about his offense. What really turns my head is what he can do on the defensive end. Defensively, Precious is as versatile as it gets. Despite being of shorter stature, his 9'2" standing reach and 234-pound frame allows him to protect the rim and hold down the paint with ease. He's also agile enough to switch on the guards in the pick and roll. It's not often that you see rim protection and the ability to defend the perimeter coexist in one player. Precious has the tools to make an immediate impact on the court, and I hope he falls to a title contending team that lacks front court athleticism and defense. The next player we're going to talk about is my favorite sleeper on the list and who I believe can be the Kevin Durant of his generation. I'm talking about former University of Washington standout Jaden McDaniels. Jaden is a 20-year-old, 200-pound, 6'10" forward with a 7-foot wingspan and is currently ranked 23rd on ESPN's mock draft. What I love most about Jaden is his combination of size, skill, and agility. The only players I see now with such a package are Giannis Antetokounmpo and Kevin Durant. Right now, Jade is on the raw side of his game, and he is also thin. He reminds me a lot of Giannis when he first started out in the NBA. The only difference is, Jaden has already shown flashes of being a versatile scorer. He can shoot the standstill 3, thrives in the open floor and going downhill, he can create for others, and he also has a pull-up game. There are concerns on whether or not he'll be able to finish through contact and guard more physical players, but that's nothing a little weight training can't fix. We saw how Giannis bulked up, he's growing to be the NBA's Defensive Player of the Year. With the right environment and great work ethic, I see Jaden's ceiling being Kevin Durant and his floor being Brandon Ingram. Nonetheless, Jaden is a 3-level scorer and has the length and athleticism to be a terrific defender one day. Even if he never grows into the superstar he can be, his unique talent, especially in today's NBA, will be a valuable asset for teams years to come. Now, this next sleeper may catch a lot of you by surprise. Hopefully they all do, considering we're talking about sleepers. But 3-time NBA All-Star Gilbert Arenas speaks very highly of this prospect. In a recent interview, Gilbert Arenas had this to say.
I'll say this, man, some talent, they can't go through college.
Yeah, you're right.
They can't, they are NBA.
Yeah.
They're straight NBA talent, and the college is that fork in the road that actually messes them up. So his father, I'm watching him against KCP, and KCP's a decent defender. You know what I mean? And, he takes the hard assignments.
Yeah.
And I see young boy, 1, 2, boom, pulling up.
Yeah.
Casey's nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
And I'm telling his dad, I said, listen, I know you're going to Duke. I'm telling you, I don't care what he does at Duke, into the draft.
Yeah.
I said he might not be a college star.
Yeah.
He's NBA. He's a NBA star. His ability is NBA ready.
From Duke University, Cassius Stanley is an NBA talent. Stanley is a 21-year-old, 6'6", 195-pound shooting guard with a 6'7" wingspan. During high school, he was regarded as one of the top 30 prospects in his class. Currently, he sits 52 in ESPN's mock draft. If Stanley gets taken in the second round, he will be the Manu Ginobili of his draft class. Stanley is a phenomenal explosive athlete with a 46.5-inch vertical, which is 1.5 inches higher than the player we all know and love in Zion Williamson. Stanley's 47-inch explosion obviously translates to his emphatic.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man.
Stanley's 47-inch explosion obviously translates to his emphatic finishing abilities on the fast break, scoring 1.29 points per transition possession. Unlike most leapers, Stanley has a lot more to his game. Shooting just under 40% from 3 at Duke, Stanley is able to help space the floor. He's also displayed his ability to take his defender off the dribble and get a bucket. Defensively, Stanley has the quickness to get into his man and stay in front. He's also long enough to get into passing lanes. Stanley is even close to reaching his full potential, and he's already good as is. Stanley being projected to go in the second round means every NBA team will have a shot to grab him. I mean, unless you're the Los Angeles Clippers who only possess the 57th pick in the draft. I really hope wherever Stanley goes, it's a team that sees how high his ceiling really is and puts in the effort to develop him. The next sleeper we have coming up is someone who reminds me a lot of Toronto's Kyle Lowry. I don't think or know if he will ever be an all-star in the NBA, but I think he will be an exceptional leader and a great player to have run your offense. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce Michigan State point guard Cassius Winston. Cassius Winston only being 6'1", 185 pounds, I can very well see why he's overlooked. According to the ESPN mock draft, Winston is expected to fall to the second round. But if you ask me, after Cassius Stanley, Winston is the best second rounder you can get and is ready to play on the NBA court right now. Being a 3-year starter under Coach Tom Izzo, Winston's experience has made him the most polished guard in the draft. Winston is an exceptional floor general. His unselfish nature along with his crafty play allows him to see the whole floor and pick defenses apart. He's great at taking advantage of what the defense gives him, whether it's popping a 3 when the defender goes under a screen or throwing a lob when secondary defense tries to help. That being said, Winston's IQ isn't the only thing that makes him great. Scoring-wise, Winston can get it done off the catch and off the dribble. He shot 43% from beyond the arc on more than 600 attempts, showing he has the ability to get hot. He also can take a step or two in and knock down the mid-range jumper. Offensively, Winston is as polished as they come. The only knock I have against Winston is his athleticism. His limited physical capabilities may hinder him from defending well. But Winston is a winner at heart. If there's a game on the line, I don't see him being a defensive liability. Now the last player on my sleepers list is expected to be the next great underdrafted player to come out of Kentucky. When asked about his Kentucky freshman, Coach John Calipari had this to say. He's going to do great in the NBA because there's nothing he can't do. He can handle the ball, he can shoot, he has got great athleticism, and he really defended as the season went on. In a lot of ways, he reminds me of what Jamal Murray was able to do, and we know how well he has done in the NBA. And the player Coach Calipari is referring to, and who I'll be ending this video with, is none other than Tyrese Maxey, currently ranked 15 on ESPN's mock draft. Tyrese Maxey is 20 years old, 6'3" with a 6'8" wingspan. He is a combo guard that plays with energy and can do it all. Typically, Maxey plays off the ball, but he has shown his ability to handle the ball and get to his spots on the floor. Maxey is exceptional in transition and is great at changing pace. He's a proven 3-level scorer. He shoots with range and touch, and around the rim he can finish through contact or hit a running floater. What also adds to Maxey's value is that he's a physical defensive player. He uses his strong frame, length, and anticipation skills to his advantage. Maxey will be able to beat smaller guards up and get into passing lanes. Across all games, Maxey doesn't have terrific college numbers. However, he still averaged 19 points per game against top 25 teams, so there's no doubt that he'll step up in big moments. Looking beyond the stats, you can see that Maxey has the intangibles to be a star. He's tough, he's fearless, he's young and confident. This two-way combo guard in due time will be ready to do lots of damage on the NBA floor.